here we are in Mandeville, Louisiana at Fontainebleau State Park. Actually one of the nicer state parks that we have here. See a beach down there at the end. Of course, we're going to check that out. And in the distance, you can see the causeway, of course. To our left over here, can't see it yet, but there's an entrance to a nature trail. You can see the sign for it from here now. Lots of nature trails around here too. So actually a very beautiful park, and this is one of the locations where the Crawdads Sing was filmed at. So let's go take a look. So there's actually more people here than I thought was going to be here today. Being the first game of the season for the Saints, you can imagine a lot of people are at home watching the game or getting ready to watch the game. Yes, in case you're wondering, I too am a big Saints fan. However, the weather the past few months, pretty much all summer around here, has been basically rain every single day, and we have a pretty rare day here in September where it's actually nice outside. The heat isn't extreme, which it usually is for us this time of year, and low humidity as well. So, and I've just been wanting to be outdoors for so long. And of course there's 15 other games, so the Saints are playing away as well, so it's not like I'm missing anything. And I did not realize until I was getting on the causeway that today is September 11th. As you can see, there's people in the water. Of course, we're on the north shore of Lake Pontchartrain. Got some boats out there. Man, if I had a boat, I'd love to go boating today. I mean, look, you can see sailboats right there by the causeway. Absolutely gorgeous day. So yeah, I'm fairly certain that all the beach scenes were filmed here. We're going to take a look at the beach in a second. And a lot of the marsh scenes, some of that was filmed here too. There's a scene in the movie where she's digging for mussels. I'm not sure if that part was done here or at the other park that's nearby in Madisonville. I think it was this one. This is halfway up the pier, and you can see people in the water. It's actually really shallow right here from the beach all the way up to the pier. I've been in there before, actually past the pier, and for me it was about waist deep. So it's, as you can see, it's really not that deep. Now, one thing I'm not sure about is when they filmed the beach scenes, which way they were facing the camera. Because if you can see, if you're on the beach there and you face your camera in the direction of the causeway, it's impossible to not get the causeway in your shot. And if you face this way, it's impossible to not get those buildings in the shot. So I'm guessing in post, when they were editing, they digitally removed all this stuff, or they digitally removed the causeway. Got some cypress knees over there, right where those trees are. Got a great shot of that a few years ago. I've actually done photography here quite a bit. Did a model shoot here with 2 models a few years ago. To this day, it was one of my favorite shoots I've ever done, and it's also one of the funnest shoots I had. So I may inject some of those photos in here right now. Remember, we've done 2 family trips here on different occasions. One day we just came out here just to chill and have fun. Another time we came on Easter Sunday to do the exact same thing, and you know, it never disappoints. I mean, look at these views. I mean, they're just, it's unbelievable. And over there off in the distance, you notice some camps right there. Those are actually part of the park as well. You can rent those cabins for however many days that you want to rent them for. They're usually pretty booked up well before summer though. Yep, so here we are under the fishing pier. And if you look real good, you can see an elevated portion of the causeway over there. Yep, and over here is the more marshy area. I'd imagine somewhere in this area was where they filmed the scene where she was digging for mussels. There's, of course, the beach, probably where they did a lot of the scenes. I know, sure, I remember one scene where they're laying on the beach and they're having a little romantic moment, like late in the evening at dusk. And if you're a photographer, you can get some pretty incredible sunset shots out here. I have not done that yet, but it is on the agenda. All the cypress knees here. walk this way, and then we'll take a walk over to one of the nature trails. There's actually a boardwalk out there that we can walk on, and got all sorts of wildlife out there. I've seen several gators over there. And you can make a day out of hanging out at this place, and it only costs $3 to get in, because it is, again, a state park. So this looks a bit different than I remember it. I remember this beach being a bit bigger, because again, I did a model shoot out here a few years ago, and that log that's out there in the water was on the beach. I've got a photo of my model on it. And I've got a photo of them together where they're on the beach right here as well, and it was much wider. Yeah, so there's been some erosion. And so here's one of the entrances to one of the nature trails they have here. Of course, you can see there are gators here. And I've seen a few of them in the past. Don't know if we'll see any today. Of course, if they do, I'm gonna get some video. I actually saw a gator on side the road on the way over here, taking in some sun. Unfortunately, though, the shoulder was not quite wide enough for me to pull over and try and snag either some photos or videos of it. See, you've got a fork here. You can go down this trail, which leads into a one of the northern parts of the park, or you can go this way, and this is more like where the gators are, and the boardwalk that I was talking about earlier that kind of takes you through the marsh. So we're going to go this way. Yeah, so as you can see, it's just way too beautiful of a day to be indoors, and we've had far too many of those days anyway because of the weather. So this path is a little bit longer than I remember it being. Again, it's been a few years since I've walked it. But here we can see Sugar Mill Trail ahead, Alligator Marsh Boardwalk, Bayou Cane Hiking Trail, So apparently I didn't realize this. I was going the wrong way. That's what I get for not reading the sign more carefully. But if you look, it says Alligator Marsh Boardwalk here on the sign. And obviously it's pointing that way, but it's all overgrown. I guess the boardwalk is not accessible anymore. So I was actually going down the Bayou Cane hiking trail, or the Sugar Mill Trailhead. I'm not sure exactly which one it is, but that's a bummer. I think I've got a couple of photos, or at least I know I've got one with a model where that showed the boardwalk at the very end of it, and you know, you'd see out to the marsh. Doesn't look like that's going to happen today. Like I said, this was several years ago, the last time I've been to the park. So luckily there is still a way where we can view some of the wetlands. We'll just have to do it in the air. And when I first got here, I noticed that someone was flying a drone, and since I did not see any signs that say drones are not allowed here, we're going to take up the drone and we're going to get some aerial shots of both the beach and the lake and some of the marshes. That way you can get a bird's eye view of everything. Alright, so there's one more thing left to check out, and that is the remnants of a sugar mill that was once here. You can see this going into the park, but I just decided to go and check out everything else first and catch it on the way out. Entrance to another trail. That's a visitor center behind these remnants. But we'll check out the remnants first. As you can see, it's been an absolutely amazing day to be outdoors today. And when I woke up, I was having second thoughts because I've got some other stuff I need to do, of course, at home, but I just didn't want to pass up the opportunity to come out here and enjoy this day. Not sure what that was about. And no surprise, it is closed. All right, and there you have it, Fontainebleau State Park. Can definitely see why anyone would want to film a movie here. And the natural beauty in this place is incredible. So yeah, this is part 2, and I don't think I'll be getting to the other park that they filmed at today, but you can expect that in a future video. In the meantime, if you like what you see, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate any support you can give. And until the next time, drive safely.